When you see me pull one of these out, you know what that means. It's an unboxing video.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through.
Greetings, comrades. This is AMD Caleb, back with another unboxing video, kind of a small one. And part of the reason I decided to get this is I kind of want to check out some of the more budget-oriented Xbox controllers. As you know, I have quite a few controllers over the years, especially ones from Hyperkin, 8BitDo, GameSir. But one I don't have too many of. Actually, I only have one of. Is PDP, which recently a while back got acquired by Turtle Beach. So now their controllers under the Turtle Beach name. But yeah, you might recognize any of the controller once I show it off. But perhaps the only other PDP controller I have is a Victrix Pro BFG for the Xbox. And yeah, I'm a bit mixed on this controller, mainly because of these triggers, but everything else about it I like. The swappable modules, you know, the just right thumbsticks, the back buttons, which are really good, I'm not gonna lie. The trigger stops, you know, interesting 5-way trigger stop systems, you know, not for everyone, but you know, the controller itself's not for everyone. It's for like mainly competitive gamers and, you know, FPS players and fighting game players because of the fight pad attachment. Yeah, it's a decent controller. Whether or not it's worth $200 is up to you, really. And it also depends on what you're looking for. But yeah, this series of controllers originally was PDP, but like I said, Turtle Beach acquired PDP, so now they're under the Turtle Beach name. But they're more or less the same controller. And this is a improved version of it. And I mainly had this wishlist because it looked cool. And I mainly got it because it was 25% off. They normally go for like $40, but 25% off now is $30. And that controller is this bad boy. The Turtle Beach Rematch Advance. Wired gaming controller. That's why one of the reasons it's cheap. It's wired only. Which, yeah, a lot of third-party Xbox controllers are wired because of the Xbox wireless protocol that Xbox uses. Is kind of proprietary, and unless they get licensing for it, they can't really use it in their controllers. Either that or to use like a special wireless dongle for those controllers, which some do, but most of the ones you see are wired. And thankfully they come on long enough cables, because you ain't sitting 6 feet in front of your TV of the Xbox and tear it down, especially if you have a big TV like I do. But anyway, this is the Turtle Beach Rematch Advance, and I technically have this controller. Let me go fetch it real quick. So here's the actual PDP Rematch Advance controller that I originally got from the my Xbox One X, which I have a link up here if you haven't seen it yet. About a year ago or so, I got an Xbox One X, and instead of a factory controller, it came with one of these PDP controllers. I haven't really used it that much, but it does feel good in the hands. Feels like a more or less like a regular Xbox controller, though it does feel kind of cheap. Well, duh, $40 controller. But you know, the thumbsticks feel good. You got this nice little D-pad with volume controls and stuff. You got the mute button for your mic. Pretty much all your usual acumens you expect from an Xbox controller. And yeah, got the programmable back buttons, which you need the PDP Control app in order to program those. Might do that with this later on. But this is more or less the same controller with a few extra features. As you can see, well, this is kind of a gimmick more of anything. Glow-in-the-dark technology. Yeah, specialized technology makes this glow-in-the-dark. Yeah, some controllers use RGB. This just has glow-in-the-dark decals on here. Might show a photo of it on the screen later, just to show you what it looks like. And yeah, I mainly got it because of the design. It looks so cool. But anyway, yeah, also has Hall Effect True Hair triggers. Yes, this has trigger stops, unlike the regular PDP and Rematch Advance. And 2 mappable quick action buttons, which, yeah, I expect. And surprisingly, get all that for just $40. Again, I got this 25% off, so yeah. We got built-in audio controls, fatigue-free ergonomics, and dual rumble and impulse triggers. It's designed for Xbox Series X and X, Xbox One, and Windows 10 and 11. Rematch controller there. This Raise Your Rank. I would if I suck less at the game. Maybe this will help me suck less. I don't know though. And here's a little more details on what you have here. It's got Hall effect 2-stop hair triggers. You got the 2 mappable quick action buttons, texture grips, triggers, and thumbsticks. Okay. And we got the patented onboard audio mic mute controls, which yeah, the Pro BFG has that as well. At least with this D-pad, you can kind of see it, as well as the standard, not that Victrix dish. You can see the printed volume controls and all that stuff in here. That's one thing these PDP/Turtle Beach controllers have. And English here. Play in style and darkness with glow-in-the-dark technology. Control hub companion app for button mapping, controller configuration, and more. Dual rumor motors and impulse triggers for immersive gameplay. So yeah, it has most of the features you expect from a Pro controller for a fraction of the price. But yeah, you'll notice no adjustable height thumbsticks. Well, that's where these little guys come in. I actually decided to get these on the side, and you probably heard about them by now. Kontrol Freeks, my Steel series. First person with thumbsticks, the Galaxy Edition. Now, if you watch Gamer Heaven, you might be familiar with these guys. They basically make these special thumbstick caps that you put on controllers, and they only add extra grip for your thumbsticks, but they usually come with a heightened thumbstick, so you can adjust the sensitivity for your aiming stick, and you can make more minute movements with it. That's why a lot of Pro controllers have adjustable height thumbsticks, like the BFG of course, as well as the Hex gaming controllers I have. They have swappable thumbsticks, whereas this is mainly for like fixed factory thumbsticks, and they're for a few different platforms. These are for Xbox, and they're also some for the PlayStation controllers, some for the Switch controllers. And you want to pay attention to what kind you get, because the Xbox thumbsticks, they're smaller in diameter compared to the PS5 and Switch thumbsticks, so their thumbstick caps are a little bit wider to fit those a little better. These are a bit smaller, so fit in the Xbox thumbsticks better, as well as certain other controllers. Because watch Gamer Heaven, he tests different thumbstick caps on different controllers, tell you which ones fit and which don't. They also sell universal slip-on thumbstick pads that don't increase the height, but they do add extra grip, and they come in different colorways, so that's pretty cool. I'll take these out here in a minute, but first, let's take this bad boy out. Yeah, like I said, it's a wired controller. Like I said, most third-party controllers for the Xbox are wired, but they do make wireless controllers, but they utilize like Bluetooth dongles or special wireless dongles for that instead of Xbox wireless. Okay, this. Yeah, I just want to see how well like a $40 controller performs compared to like the actual Pro controllers, even factory controllers. Okay, nothing else in the box here. So you got your, I think it's 8 foot. I don't think it says in the box here. Yeah, it's an 8 foot cable. So yeah, kind of long. I prefer 10 feet cables, but hey, work with what you got. You got your instruction manual, you know, don't shut up your urethra, you know, don't play it in the snow, don't throw it in the roof, you know, all that stuff. And I think I was upside down, but at least there's plenty of space there, so at least I don't have to worry about undue pressure on the thumbsticks. Let's go and wrap this bad boy. And here it is, the Turtle Beach / PDP Rematch Advance. I guess this is a newer version because you can see here. Let me take up the. This is also a Rematch Advanced by PDP. You can see right there it says Rematch Advanced, but this doesn't have the hair triggers on here. It does have the programmable back buttons, which are nice and clicky. And yeah, you see the shape sprint is the same, but again, this one has the trigger stops here, as well as the back buttons here. But yeah, let's check out the controller itself. Yeah, pretty much the same as that. The I have a nice little texturing on there. They definitely feel good enough, and the D-pads feel about the same. The face buttons feel like standard membranes. Got your mute button here, face buttons, and hold on, let's see. Huh. These bumpers are quieter. That's interesting. Yeah, the triggers feel the same, but like I said, this has trigger stops. Okay, so full travel and hair trigger travel. It's not a micro switch or anything. You can't expect a micro switch on a controller this price range, but it works. We'll see how well it performs later on. But doesn't that look cool? Look at that design there. It's called Titan Steel, and that looks so cool. There's also a blue one, a blue Kitsune. It looks kind of cool, but I thought this one felt cooler, so I figured I'd get this one instead. Feels about what you expect from a $40 controller. Can't wait to plug that in and try it out. But now let's check these guys out, the thumbsticks. Now, I heard of Kontrol Freeks. They've been around for a while, but never really bought them myself because I'm really competitive. I'm still not competitive, but they're nice. They're nice to have, especially for controllers that don't have adjustable height thumbsticks. Like every now and then I'll play Battlefield and Call of Duty with the adjustable height thumbstick. It helps out a little bit. It takes some getting used to for me because, like I said, I'm not a really competitive gamer. Oh, I didn't check the back of this yet. So we got upgrade precision, mid-rise thumbstick improves movement on left analog. And upgrade aim, high-rise thumbstick increases accuracy on right analog. See, Kontrol Freek performance thumbstick for first-person shooters are engineered to dramatically upgrade your aiming precision while increasing grip and delivering better movement. Designed for Xbox One controllers. These do work with several other controllers. They actually have a section on Kontrol Freek's website that tell you what thumb caps to use on what controllers. Not every controller out there, just some of the more popular ones. So it might be a little trial and error. So you might have to get a few from different controllers to see how well they work. There's a little QR code in case you want to scan that. The transparency app. And a little Breadth 2 mid-rise left, high-rise right. Improves movement control and increases precision and improves aiming, respectively. But it's interesting, so the other packaging, they show me like a little plastic display, and they actually have a little one that's opened up so you can actually feel how grippy it is. This, not so much, but I guess this packaging kind of makes more sense to me, because that way, like, no dust particles keep getting on that thumbstick, and then thus kind of limiting the amount of grip it gives you. And what's cool about these, because they're just thumbstick caps, you can just take them off the thumbsticks and then put them on other ones. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. You know, these are one of the most. These are the Galaxies. This is the most popular brand or version of the Kontrol Freeks. There's also different ones, the Infernos, which are more concave. Which they only prefer concave because it gives you a lot more grip. And you know, Dome works too, convex, as long as it's really grippy. I'm kind of on the same boat with Gamer Heaven. But yeah, you can see here, this one raises a little bit, this raises a little bit more. And we might as well try them out. We'll try them on this, just to see. What is it? You know, they feel pretty good. Let's see. So you just snap it on, and I did check the website. These do work on these PP controllers. So, though, you kind of have to be careful when putting these on, because, like I said, some fit better on some thumbsticks than others, and especially with these thumbsticks here, it might be easier if you have like a detachable thumbstick, so it's easier to put on, so you don't put undue pressure on the thumbstick and get stick drift later on the road. So put this on. Okay, that fits on, and here's the high-rise one. So you kind of have to put them on an angle, so that way the rest of them get a good grip on her. Very pretty. Like you see, it's kind of pressing on the rubber there. Yeah, these feel pretty good. Definitely adds a lot more grip, and yeah, definitely a Lots more precision here. I have several controllers with adjustable height thumbsticks. My custom DualSense has adjustable height thumbsticks. So I can see he's giving you a leg up. I didn't put this in all, that's why I was all messed up there. So yeah. Probably won't use these that much, but you know, rather have them and not need them and not have them. So yeah, here's the original PDP Rematch Advance. More or less the same controller here with Turtle Beach. Just feels a little bit more solidly built, and plus has the hair triggers. Which again, not micro switches, but you know, look at the job done. So yeah. I'm going to be trying this out later on. Next time I play on Xbox and occasionally on PC with the controller. So anyway, this is I'm Gaming Caleb signing out. Have a good day.
I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it. All the searching, pain is never